Hi, I'm Jill Arrington, and welcome to the MLB on Fox preview presented by Chevrolet, building the next generation of baseball memories. I'm pleased to be joined by FoxSports.com senior baseball writer Ken Rosenthal, who'll be in Chicago for the Rays and White Sox. And Ken, this is a huge series for both of these teams as they're fighting for their playoff lives. Which club is more likely to make the postseason?
Well, if you go by the sheer math, the White Sox are more likely. They are a team in a division fight with the Tigers. The two teams are very close in the standings, where the Tampa Bay Rays are in a wild card situation and they've got a couple of teams ahead of them and a larger gap. That said, there's an interesting point that's worth making here. Tampa Bay, entering Wednesday's play, had a record that was 2 games better than that of the Chicago White Sox. And when you have an unbalanced schedule and when you're playing in the AL East, if you're Tampa Bay, you might ask, hey, why are those guys being either the Tigers or the White Sox, going to the postseason when we are not? And from a simple fairness question, which is what the new format for the playoffs is supposed to be about, the Rays have a valid concern. Now, I'm not saying there's any great solution here other than going perhaps to 2 divisions or even 1 giant league. But right now, the Rays, well, they're in a tough spot, and a tough spot that they probably shouldn't be in based on the way that they've played compared to those teams in the AL Central.
All right, let's move on to the big showdown in Texas between the Angels and the Rangers. Is Texas still the favorite to win the American League pennant?
On paper, it would appear that the Rangers are the favorite, but I'm not totally convinced because at times this season, the Texas Rangers have not looked like a team primed for its 3rd World Series appearance in 3 years. The Rangers have the offense, no question about that. They are number 1 in the American League in runs per game, even though at times you've seen them go in and out offensively, be a little bit streaky. The question I have is still their pitching. 7th in the American League in rotation ERA, 6th in the league in bullpen ERA. Now, is the talent there? Absolutely. Talent in the rotation and talent in the bullpen. But Yu Darvish came up with a stiff neck this week. It's a bit of a cause for concern. Derek Holland has been better of late, but not still as consistent as you'd like him to be. And Matt Harrison still should be quite formidable as well at the top of the rotation. The bullpen, too, has terrific names, terrific arms. But again, I want to see the Rangers put it all together before I anoint them as the likely favorites. They are quite a talented team, probably the most talented team top to bottom in the American League. But again, they have not shown the consistency that you would like all season long. Is it possible they do it in the postseason? Absolutely, it's possible, but I want to see it first.
And finally, Detroit faces Minnesota. Now, the Tigers appear to have a favorable schedule down the stretch as they play the Twins and Royals from here on out. Now, based on the schedules, are the Tigers the favorite to win the Central?
With these 2 teams, I'm not going to look at strength of schedule in any meaningful way because neither of these teams has played all that well down the stretch. So really, it's a question of, can you beat the teams in front of you? Kansas City has been a difficult opponent for the White Sox, not necessarily for the Tigers. And the Tigers also have the Minnesota Twins, a team that they're only 8-7 against this season. So really, this comes down to how are the White Sox playing and how are the Tigers playing. Now yes, the White Sox must face Tampa Bay for 4 games at home this weekend, and that's a difficult matchup, no question about it. But at the same time, if they're playing well and the Tigers are not, guess what? The White Sox are going to get in. So again, I'm not looking at schedule here. I know the Cardinals beat up on the Astros and Cubs in the National League, but it's not quite the same with the Tigers and the White Sox.
All right, Ken, thanks as always for joining us. That's going to do it for this MLB on Fox preview presented by Chevrolet, building the next generation of baseball memories. For Ken Rosenthal, I'm Jill Arrington. Thanks for watching.